Hello guys, it's me, the Quest of Anime here, and today we are doing an part two of 2021 versus 2020, where we're going to be talking about 2020. Now, basically in 2020, what been happening is COVID had been like changing up the schedules of shows that are supposed to be in this year and delaying a lot of other things. So yeah, if there's something I remember about that when going through this list, and yeah, I'll talk about that. So let's start off with fall 2020, which honestly is not a bad year. Jujutsu Kaisen came out that year, and let's face it, it's one of the most popular new animes that came out lately. I have yet to watch it for like absolutely no reason. I just don't feel like watching it yet. So yeah, it's been on my but it's still been on my radars. That's for sure. Then we got Haikyuu to the top season 2. Now that anime, I can't lie, I really do like this volleyball anime. I'm really impressed, and it made me really like volleyball as a whole, so I'm really proud of that one for it. Okay, this one is really good. I just have not have gotten around to finishing it for because like I don't know, it's like this like the pacing of it's pretty okay, but something about it just this makes me feel like it drags a bit. But hey, it's a slice of life. What do I expect? Season 3 of what's it called? How Not to Pick Up a Girl in a Dungeon, I think. So what is it called? Is it wrong to try and pick up a girl in a dungeon? Season 3. Yeah, I watched about like 5 episodes in, and then I started to be like, I don't want to watch it anymore. And yeah, for this one, yeah, this one's kind of like an Among Us meme, if I remember correctly. Like, you have that one girl, or like I like to call the imposter. What's it called? Trying to kill off the whole school because they're too gifted, and they want and those government of the people of non-gifted does not want them to be around, which was really a good show. And this one right here is part of the list of things that I planned on watching, but I have not gotten around to. Same with this. There's now a season 2 of this, so I might be interested in this too. So okay, so fall 2020, from what I did not notice, is actually not that bad. There's a lot of pretty good shows that came out. Oh yeah, I've finished this one. Oh, I didn't finish this one. Oh, watch that one too. I remember that. There was like it was like a pretty good lineup. I can't complain. Wait, did I see something I know? No. All right. I won't lie. I kind of don't remember the season that much. My bad. Went wrong area. I gotta go backwards. Oh yeah, I'm doing this backwards. Summer 2020. Now I completely forgot ReZero came out in summer 2020. I thought it came out in freaking winter and summer. When it actually came out in summer and winter. Now, I mentioned this before, but I'm going to mention this now. ReZero is actually pretty amazing, but season 2 is kind of pales a bit in comparison to season 1 in my opinion. We got the one, the only Rent the Girlfriend. This anime, I have no clue why, but it's just so addicting to watch, even though I freaking wanna punch the main character because this guy's freaking annoying the crap out of me. So I gotta give it credit. The God of High School. I saw this anime and I wasn't interested, but I learned that they had a great animation, but the whole fight scenes or not the whole pacing and story was not that good. I was supposed to watch this with my brother, but he already read the light novel and knows how this is going to turn out, so he was not really proud of it. So he ended up watching this late. I personally hate what's called Fire Force. Fire Force is one of my least favorite shonen out there. Other than my least favorite. Like, I was so disappointed watching this anime. Like, something about not demons, Fire Force I just dislike. I dropped it in one episode. That's how much I dislike season two. Well, season one to be specific. Because I watched all of season one and gave it a 6 if I remember correctly. And I watched season two. I'm like, no. The animation is great. The story is decent. The characters are meh. They're like cardboard. A lot of the characters, I just don't like them. The only guy that is redeeming this anime for me is the captain. This is the seventh. I don't even forgot the name of it. It's one of the captains who's a Generation 3 and Generation 2 and 3. I think he is. Like, he's a mixture of two generations. That man is OP and he's cool. Other than that guy, I have no love for this anime. This one I have not watched, but I heard some funny things about it. Oh my god, I didn't realize how stacked summer 2020 was. My gosh. You have Zaki-chan, which I had a huge feeling I'm not gonna like it, and just looking at it, some clips of it, I'm definitely not gonna like it. We got this show, or what they say, hentai, which is really, really ecchi, from what I remember. And yeah, like, you're gonna see a trend of this happening, but a lot of the 2020 animes are very, very easy to get through. Like, if I so happen want to, this is like one of the few seasons I can probably basically complete quickly. Because look at this. It ends so, there's not that much. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24 animes that come out in summer. That is a record low. Nowadays, there's like 30, maybe 40 animes that come out. This is 24. Wow. Summer has really been hitting this hard. Sorry, I just want to see how I rated that. Yeah, it was not bad. Okay. So, summer 2020, I will give that thing its credit. I didn't think about it, but it had a lot of great ones, like ReZero Season 2, Rent a Girlfriend, you got this one, I guess this one if you like it, and Sword Art Online. You had a lot of good ones in summer 2020. Now let's hit spring real quick. Oh yeah, Fire. Yes, this one. So we got Kaguya, Love is War. We got, what's the name of this one? Tower of God. Food Wars. A lot of okay ones. Let me talk about spring. If I remember correctly, spring didn't have a lot of animes I liked. Like Kaguya's Love is War. I gotta give my opinions about this real quick. I don't really like Kaguya's Love is War that much. I give it a 7. Like I said last episode, 7 is considered decent to me. It's nothing special. Like, I do not feel any sort of attachment to Love is War because I don't know, something about it's the genre itself or how they set it up. It's not my favorite. Tower of God I didn't watch, but I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, this was the start of what's it called, webtoon adaptations, which is really great. We got a new a huger lineup with webtoons coming out. Food Wars I did not watch because I was watching this with my best friend and we somehow managed to not watch it for a whole year. I tried to convince him to get back on the grind, but college and stuff is getting in the way of things. Otome Game, I watched a lot of this, but from what I've noticed lately, I gave it a 6, but it really deserves a little more. But I am not good with shoujo anime. Shoujo anime, I can tell why it's called for girls anime. It just doesn't connect with me. Like, I love the plot. The plot sounds amazing, but I just I just can't with it. I'm guessing it's because it's a shoujo. What else we got? This one. What's it called? Sing Yesterday for Me, I'm pretty sure I gave it a 7. Yeah. This was a guilty pleasure. I don't think in any slight way that this anime was great. I just think it was decent. I don't know, something about this girl in specific, the one right over here. I just like her personality and her relationship with the main character. That just kind of got me finishing the anime. So that's why I kind of gave it a 7. Because although it was a guilty pleasure, I know for a fact it does not deserve anything higher than a 7. This one right here was so boring. And what I hated about this one specifically is that they used the whole concept of isekai just to entice people. Isekai had nothing to do with this anime. He never even mentions anything about him isekaiing or thought about it. It's like they're like, you know what would be a great anime? If we have an isekai. A lot of people love isekai, so let's just make an isekai. I hated this anime. I gave it a 5. I don't know how I even watched 8 episodes. That's how bad it was. And let me tell you, giving something a 5 is no easy thing. I barely give anything lower than a 7. I'm at a 6. My favorite anime. This is one of my favorite isekais that ever came out. And I'll tell you this right now, I gave it a 10. This is an amazing anime. I highly suggest anyone watch this. If you're into not Stoneworth, Dr. Stone, then this is kind of similar in the whole fact that she's creating technology in in a world that has none. It's so amazing. I highly recommend you guys watch it if you want to. But yeah, this season, spring 2020, in my opinion, is very decent. Like, there's not much. It's not really too impressive, but it has some good lineups. This one I need to watch this again. I heard that the ending is really sad. But yeah, there's not a much in here other than this one and these two that I watched that I actually kind of like. Maybe this two as well. I think spring 2020 is decent at best. But winter, I don't remember winter at all. Okay, we got Haikyuu. We got Darwin's Game. We got this one. This one. Yeah, in terms of things I watched, this probably is the weakest. I think out of all the seasons I've ever watched, this has the most 6s or 5s in the group. Like this one, I gave it a 6, but it totally deserves a 5. I hate this anime so much because I hate watching overpowered characters because it just like this what's called further explains to me why I hate overpowered characters so much. Like there was literally no fun in it. Like just constantly every episode she would get stronger and stronger and stronger, and it really pissed me off how easy it was. Like there was no meaningful fights in it. It's just her one-shotting people or like being so broken that no one can really touch her, and it just annoyed me. That's why I gave that one a 5. This one I gave it a 6 because God, it started terribly. The middle was very decent, but it ended terribly. So I gave it a 6. Now, I forgot about this. Interspecies reviewer, the start of thinning the ichi border. What I mean by that is, ever since Interspecies reviewer, we've been getting animes that is questionable whether it should be considered an anime or be considered a hentai. But it's like just a little bit more, and it'll be classified as a hentai, but it's not. Darwin's Game is actually one of my favorite Death Games anime. Like this one actually did well. Like way better than Fight 5 Seconds, I think it's called. My God, that was great. And we got Haikyuu, which we already talked about. It's a pretty amazing series. Oh, and also my favorite Railgun. Well, I also like the original. Magical Index. But I also like Railgun as much. Oh, and also we got into Isekai Quartet too. Which, can we get a third one, please? The second season of Isekai Quartet, in my opinion, is kind of not bad, but I don't know. Compared to season one, I didn't like it that much. Oh yeah, Infinite Dendrogram. I gave this a 7, but it's actually, I need to finish this. This is actually a really good anime. Like, the plot's not that great, but the fights and stuff are not that bad. I've heard of this. I've heard of that. I do plan on maybe watching those too. But yeah. Overall, winter 2020 for me is not that great of a year when it came to anime. I did not find a lot of my favorites. This I never even watched. I forgot what anime it was. Forgot an anime and I realized I forgot it and I accidentally typed this name in and put it in my watch later list. But yeah, overall, I say 2021 was the better year solely for just the winter 2021. But if I can say so, summer 2021 was pretty stacked. I actually gotta admit, I didn't realize how much it had. But still, I gotta give it to winter and their 6 sequels. And the season after had some pretty bangers. Some bangers themselves. So yeah, I give the winter 2021. But how about you guys? Thanks guys for watching and I'll see you guys then.